How you doing on this, what's today, Tuesday? Terrific Tuesday? Tremendous? Which one? You choose.
Hanging in there. How about you?
I felt that, hanging in there. This is my last class of the day, though, so I really can't complain.
That's good.
Yes, sir. Hope everyone joins, you know?
They're coming in fast and furious now.
So what's the plan today, sir?
So 1 second, let me get organized here.
Alrighty. That much. Bust your brain.
Sir.
I need that fan because I'm hot now. Broke up and plan to get shot down.
Hey, Jacob.
What up?
Yes, goodbye. Bye.
Bar, what you working on?
Yo.
You gotta unmute yourself, buddy.
Bye.
Yo.
Bye.
Y'all doing?
Bye.
You know, just on the.
This is going to be as much as I can see.
Sir, where is everyone at?
Brandy. Everybody do you share Brandy.
Sir, what the weird?
Hey, Nick, football practice, June 11th.
Let's go. Told him, see it? Yeah, told him, is that really you?
Hey, Mr. Gaffney, my sister needs my computer for something. Nah, it was a joke. I was
What the
Smarter than you?
Sir, the turd burglars are back.
Remember this.
This is the only hope that I get. Like,
Remember, this is recorded, and administrators and others are watching these. So
Hello, others.
keep things in check.
All right, sir.
got like,
The
Hello,
turd
others.
burglars this period.
you got like 6 people in here.
Birdman, is that you?
We'll wait just a
Only who did I
for a few others to sign in, and then we'll get going.
Let's go, sir.
Jacob.
I'm excited.
Jacob. What? Hello. What up?
Jacob, hey.
Hey, Dev.
Tolan, thanks for the code, brother.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Love you.
Love you.
Mr. Gaffney, how have you been, sir?
Sir, I got a good game of 2K in just a second ago.
Mr. Gaffney.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Jamie, you good?
Yeah, man.
He showed a really good video that day, so.
Are we chilling today?
You know, the learning never stops at BCP.
Thanks, it.
I got so much work for English and history. Well, history's not bad, but English.
Yeah, I can see it
Play
stressing
Madden
you.
tonight?
Hey, sir.
I can see it
Oh my
stressing you.
God.
My gosh.
What the weird? Look at that bean. Double
Sir.
bean.
President, are you on here?
What? Sir,
What?
this is math class.
Look like President. Well, he's probably a day late and $1 short.
What the?
Random room you're in.
It's in the wrong room.
Wow, Real. Hair.
Yo, your hair looks good.
Ooh.
All right.
He thinks he's an e-boy.
Heinrich, be
Like
quiet.
2 weeks and you've already changed your hair.
This is how you
Whoa.
I'm messing.
He thinks it looks sick.
Tolan, you're wild.
Jeb,
Yeah.
saying it is,
What?
saying these are.
You got another one? Hunt?
Yeah,
Good hunt.
Mine just died.
really?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get started. Now, let me preface my remarks. A couple things. There's a lot of folks beyond the 21 people in this class that are watching these videos. So, and that includes administrators and adults and parents and that kind of thing. So, be cognizant of that.
What, Bert?
I got a bunch of announcements because there's a lot of you that I'm missing a lot of stuff from. All right. So let me just zoom back a little bit. Am I your full screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me walk through some of these things. All right. Some of you, well, let's just walk through. Blackbaud's still down as of 30 minutes ago. Once it's come back in the last 30 minutes. Probably it's been down since last Friday, so that's made things more difficult. When it's coming back, I had heard yesterday afternoon, I heard today, this afternoon's, but your guess is as good as mine. So we're going to have to kind of work around that problem. All right. Last Thursday night, you had that message of hope audio and video to watch and write a 3 or 4 paragraph paper. Some of you have written me, and I just told you just go ahead and submit it via email since Dropbox and Blackbaud's not working. So if you've got that written, just send it to my email address.
So what was that?
Sooner rather than later.
What was that assignment?
The
Paragraph, John.
the 3 to 4 paragraph paper from last Thursday's message of
Live stream.
It was Thursday night at 8 o'clock. If you did not see that because you had a commitment or conflict or just totally dropped the ball, go to Friday's announcements, or actually go to my YouTube page, and it's uploaded there on my YouTube page.
Got it.
About 55 minutes, 50 or 55 minutes long. Allow enough time to watch it, okay?
Sir, I'm emailing it to you right now.
Perfect.
Good, Tolan. Good.
All right, let's see. Now, 8 of you have not signed on to foundationsdigital.com, which is where I can shoot you the videos and you watch them at your leisure. Why? I don't know. But there's 8 of you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you who you are. Beyer, Dugan, Philhauer, Walden, Williams, and Yell.
So they're all on this video if you think about it.
Got a nice yell.
All of you need to go to foundationsdigital.com, look for don't have an account, all right, and register yourself. You're going to need to have this class code, which is it's case sensitive 94 EAF6. EAF or lowercase. 94 EAF6. If you don't do that by tomorrow, I'm going to give anybody that's not registered, you get a 0 for last week for participation because you can't follow basic instructions. All right. Questions on that? Because I can shoot you the videos for everything via that methodology.
Sir, how good that feel?
It's hard to fix. Go ahead. All right, we'll continue. We got 2 classes a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. I expect you to be on that for a participation grade each week. At least once per week for office hours. Office hours are from 2 to 2:30, Monday through Thursday, or also on Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. So 2 classes and 1 office hour, all right?
Is the office hours for like for questions and all of that?
Questions, checking in, say hello. I know you're still alive and kicking.
So you 9 to 10?
9 to 10 on Friday, 2 to 2:30 Monday through Thursday.
Gotcha, coach.
Makes sense? Okay. Excuse me, before Blackbaud went down, if you remember that last week, that first week that we were, that school was out, we took two quizzes on On chapter 4, hold on one second. Let's see. Purchases. All right. Mr. Bridges, Mr. Walden, don't forget the classes begin at noon. Okay.
It's all good, goat.
So I don't have those quizzes from a couple of you. So they could have been put on Blackbot in the Dropbox prior to last Wednesday, which is the last time I did Dropbox things. But I'm missing quiz 1 from Mr. Bridges. I'm missing both quizzes from Mr. Dugan. I'm missing both quizzes from Mr. Philhauer. Mr. Shaw, I've got yours, but I just can't enter them in Blackbot. It's not.
I emailed you my quizzes.
Can you do that again? For some
Yeah.
reason they got lost.
Dude.
Mr. Tennyson, did you email me your quiz?
Jonah,
Blackbot?
I emailed.
I need to find my.
All right, I'm gonna have to mute everybody because and 4 of you talk simultaneously, I can't hear anybody.
I emailed you the first one, but I couldn't find the second one like in any of my downloads, and I tried to get on Blackbot, but I couldn't find it.
Ewings.
Wait till Blackbot comes back up and then download the second one.
Okay, do you have it? I mean, could you email it to me? I know I definitely.
Send me an email and ask for it. That way I'll remember to do it. Okay, just send me an email what you want.
All right,
Mr. Walden, you've not given me either quiz, nor have you signed up on foundationsdigital.com. And since you joined late, I'll tell you the spiel. You got to be in class both days at the start of class, and you also need to check in at least once during office hours. Otherwise, I'm going to keep giving you 0 participation grades each week. Mr. Lambert, you're just about in this same boat. Okay. Make sure you submit everything. Mr. Yell, make sure you submit everything.
Coach, I have a question.
Sir, I sent it to you.
If you've got it, send it to me again. Because if you send it to me through Dropbox, I haven't been able to access Dropbox since Wednesday.
Coach, I have a
If you
question.
can email it to me, that would be preferential. Yes, sir.
Say you go to the class twice a week, but you don't go to office hours. What would that be? What grade would that be?
About 50.
Dang, that's wild.
We gotta go to office hours.
Dumb that is.
I don't require
50?
Last 2 hours for 50 minutes each.
If you want 100 participation grade, you got to be in class both days, and you got to check in office hours per week.
I'll check in at office hours about 2:30, sir.
I already checked in twice.
hours is off.
Coach, I'd be working.
All right. I'm gonna mute everybody here in just a second.
I'm
proud
sending
of
it to you now.
It's
Send you the
making things very
quizzes.
difficult. All right. Let me see.
Madman.
Again, Mr. Yell, Mr. Williams, make sure you sign up on the digital account. Mr. Walt, Mr. Philhauer, Mr. Dugan, Mr. Byer. All right? You need this.
Sir, I just sent you the quizzes.
You need this class code 94 EAF.
94 EAF.
Sir.
EAF 6. Make sure you write that down.
EF what?
EAF 6.
EAF 6. Got it.
All right. Mr. Williams, you're also not registered for the digital. That way I don't have to show the videos during Zoom time.
So when I go on it, there's nowhere to sign up.
Sure there is. 14 of your compadres did.
Hunt's Bean.
Look at this. Look for don't have an account. Don't have an account.
What's the
You create a username and a password, and the class code is 94 EAF 6. 94 EAF.
Foundation's you, right?
www. No. It's digital. Correction. It's foundationsdigital.com.
Oh.
How many teachers are
Everybody got it? HTTPS. I think there's a couple backslashes probably missing. All right. And then www.foundationsdigital.com. Sign up by tomorrow. I'm just going to keep giving you zeros every week.
Bye.
All right, it's not that hard. All right, any questions?
Yeah, Brandon playing the game.
We start.
B B B B B B.
Let's see, what else am I missing? Oh,
Jimmy's mom.
there was last week on Tuesday, you were supposed to watch a video 1.1 and 1.2 in chapter 5, right? And then there was a flexi quiz.
No,
That quiz robbed me.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was hard.
The answers like weird.
Hard.
The
quiz
answers were
was.
weird, and it gave me a
James,
3 out of
there's
9
two
when I
S's
got
in
like all of them
cash.
right.
There's two S's in cash.
Ash
Let me know when all the whining let me know when all the whining and complaining stops, and then I'll tell you what the deal is.
I went to grade, sir. I got the one answer that was wrong. It's my grade.
All right, Mr. Lambert, Mr. Cray, you done whining and complaining and crying?
My crowd, respect, sir.
All right, if you go back to that link, check your grade. I went in and I manually graded all of them. Because let's just say the answer was, say it was 1/2. And you typed in 1/2, and I put in the answer, or the answer key was the letter or the word 0NE half, it marked it wrong. So I went back in and I manually graded everybody that took it. All right. And then the last question of your quiz, which is different for different people, I put what your new grade, your score is.
Did you put it in Blackbaud?
I put it, I don't know if it's a Blackbaud. I'm not going to tell you now, but I'll put it in Blackbaud as soon as it comes up.
All right.
I don't have it. Mr. Bridges needs to take the flexi quiz. Mr. Dugan, Mr. Landis,
Already turned it in.
Mr. Rakobo,
just
the
emailed it to
flexi
you.
quiz. There's no flexi quiz in there for you. Mr. Walden, Mr.
I
Ward,
turned it in.
and Mr. Yell. Okay? The link for the flexi quiz, if you go back to last Wednesday, March 25th, is in there. I can't put it on the board because it's
I've
about,
literally already done it.
about 30 characters long.
I already turned it in.
Okay?
I've turned everything in for you. I don't know what's going on.
I don't have anything for you, Dugan.
I just emailed you all the quizzes that I took, so I guess you're not getting my emails.
Whoa.
Dugan, I can't check emails while I'm trying to teach a class.
Whoa.
You too, I'm saying you get my first one.
If you would have checked in last week like you were instructed to twice, then
It wasn't required then.
Someone pull the fire alarm. It's getting kind of hot in here.
All right. So we're gonna pick up where we left off. Grab your book. Unless there's any questions on the housekeeping chores or any more whining and complaining, or you need to go take a Tylenol. All right. Grab your book.
Diaper, sir.
Sir, your glasses look amazing.
Jacob, go get your diaper.
No, I don't know. He's
All right.
I already sent it to him again.
Oh, he's cooking you now.
Just mute yourself, bro.
I do. And I have his work one.
You can mute yourself.
Okay. Open your
Yeah, he's already
text.
sent me bills before.
Dude,
Yeah.
if there's any questions or any constructive comments, open up
Yeah,
to
I've
section
done
2.
that. And
My John lagging.
What
I am.
page?
What'd you say, Mr. Gaffney?
Mute himself, bro.
Page 108. Page
He's probably not even.
108.
He's probably not even checking it.
Mr. Gaffney.
Chill.
Page 108.
108.
108.
108.
106.
I mean, if I have any issues, I'll.
105.
All right.
Okay.
So
We're gonna
I'll bring it
continue
up.
with
to,
life
like,
after
that was
high
probably the main
school.
office, so I have any more issues.
Mr. Dugan, can you be quiet for
Start
just
with
like
the
5 minutes and quit your whining and complaining? All
Oh.
right. We're going to continue with section 2, which is life after high school, which is to get through college without accruing a lot of debt.
No, I sent it to him again. He said he's not going to check it right now.
Mr. Dugan, yeah, Mr. Dugan, I'll stop class for you and go read my emails. How about that?
I'm talking to my parents. I'm not asking you to.
But meet yourself, Doogie. Meet yourself.
Aloe for that burn.
Okay.
Sir, it's the air. The air gives them power. The air gives them power, sir.
Neighbors' headphones.
Neighbors, I like the headphones around.
Hunt your bean.
All right, so here we go. Here's the video. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to talk about how to get through college without accruing a whole bunch of debt. All right.
Mr. Gaffney,
Hold on.
we don't have our book.
You're supposed to take it all home from your locker, or they were having students come by yesterday and today and pick up the remaining books out of their lockers.
But remember, I didn't have mine, like at all.
Just same.
Okay. Then just watch the video closely and take some good notes.
Can we still go today and get our book?
I'm sorry?
Bro,
Can we
we're
still
supposed to go
go today?
tomorrow, Wit.
Huh?
Junior's supposed to go tomorrow.
Alright.
Alright.
Never mind,
Okay, so
Mr.
here we
Gaffney.
go. We're gonna watch it's about a 7-minute video again on how to get through college, how to accrue a whole bunch of debt for you and also hopefully your parents. All right.
Do we fill in the answer, sir?
Does everybody hear and see that?
I don't see anything.
What, share? Share, I don't see anything.
You don't see it?
No.
Give me 1 second. Share.
Neighbors.
There we go.
There we go.
What bean?
Sir, we can't hear anything, sir. Sir, we can't hear anything.
Thanks, yo.
That LeBron.
Everybody's got the video, could hear the sound?
No, it's no, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Yells on the screen right now.
It has that sound.
I'll take that as a yes.
Lily.
Brooke.
Sir,
Fire.
what page are we on again?
Fire.
One.
Joda.
Sir, we cannot hear it.
Elsa.
Mom.
Hey, Bertha.
Something we're supposed to do to be able to get sound on our side?
Mr. Gavin, can you hear it?
Lagging so hard.
Lag.
What's the issue?
I can't hear none.
Got a bit of McDonald's Wi-Fi going on, you know.
IT guy hacking?
Mr. Hunt, can you hear the sound?
No, I can't.
No,
I don't think
when
anyone
it
can
was
hear the
playing, I've got
sound.
it stopped right now. Could you hear the sound? Could you hear the sound when it was playing?
No, sir.
Not
No.
at all?
No, sir.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Neighbors, could you hear the sound?
Nobody heard the sound.
No, sir.
No sound.
Jeez, Jonah.
Didn't ask the Munchkins.
I can hear the sound.
Back to Oz. Let me try something different here.
Sir, you just keep right here. Rachel Cruz.
Yes, sir, Giannis.
What?
Yeah, Rachel.
Mr. Gaffney, could you turn it up just a little bit?
Is there like a link for this video that you could just send us and then we could?
Or a volume button?
Netflix.
That a value, but
Done.
keep the head up.
This is all on Netflix, brother.
Wait, cookie.
All right, so you're not, quiet, please. So you're not no one's hearing any audio from her?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can you hear it faintly?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not at all.
No,
Not
nothing.
at all, sir. Not at all, sir. Not at all.
Thursday.
I'm have to end class then.
Does anybody remember what the password
You like
for the
that
website
code?
was?
What's your stats now?
No poop.
Does anybody remember the password for the website?
No.
Some EAF 6,
Let's see.
94 EAF
Where they
6. I
ever
think.
get their first real
Whoa.
payment on their loan will be $1,800 every single month
Well, too
for
loud.
10 years. And at the
Turn
end of
that
those
east
10 years,
down. It hurt my
they will
ears.
have paid an additional $56,000 in interest alone. Think about it like this.
Go.
College graduates who actually get a job in their field out of college might start out making $35,000 to $45,000 a year. But if you factor in graduates who are unemployed or underemployed because they can't find work in their career field, the average salary drops to around $27,000 after taxes. Their take-home pay is about $1,800 a month. If they're both working full-time, one of them will spend 40 hours a week working just to make their student loan payment for 10 years. And that's it. They won't get to save that money for a house. They can't use it for vacation. They can't use it for new clothes or a night out at the movies. It will go straight from their employer to their lender. And this young guy and his soon-to-be wife won't be pursuing their dream to live overseas, at least not for a while. Working for a nonprofit in a developing country is tough. It doesn't pay much. It's not that they would mind a small salary. It's just that they've got an $1,800 a month payment to make. Debt is holding them captive. And what breaks my heart even more is how many young adults take out loans. It's accepted as totally normal. But is that your dream for life after college, though? If you take out student loans, paying off debt will become your reality, no matter what you're hoping for. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can make the right decisions about paying for college by starting with the end in mind. Think about where you want to be in 5, 10, or 15 years after graduation. Imagine how awesome your life could be if you're young, with a college degree, big dreams for your future, and no debt. When we talk about student loans, we spend a lot of time discussing how rough life can be going into debt. And you guys, that's an important conversation for us to have. If you're armed with the truth about student loans, you'll make better decisions. But I'd also love to offer you encouragement of what life can be like if you avoid student loans. When I went to school, there was no way my dad was going to let me go into debt for college. He also wasn't going to spend tons of money for me to attend the nicest private school in the country and party for 6 years. Not a chance. I went to a public university in my own state and graduated in 4 years. I loved every minute of it. The best part, though, is the feeling I had graduating with zero debt. Not long after, I married a guy who worked his way through school to avoid going into debt. Together, we owed no money to anyone. Okay, think about that for a second. At 22, we started doing the responsible stuff, like saving for the future and investing in retirement. And we also used our income for fun things, like going on a cool trip or buying a nice purse. And because we're living debt-free and we're being wise with our money, we'll be able to leave that legacy for our kids one day. That is such an incredible feeling, and I want you to experience that too.
How do you see these things, man?
All right. One at a time, thoughts or comments to reference going to college and coming out with without a home mortgage, without the home.
If they work themselves, like if they work and pay,
Oh,
for
short.
like how long do you think that'll take?
If you listen to his radio broadcast, which I think is on every day from 2 to 5, but if you have Sirius, you can hear it almost anytime, or iHeart. You know, you hear horror stories from mildest being $30,000 in debt to in excess of $200,000 in student loan debt. So let's just say pick an average number of $100,000. If you pay that $10,000 down on that for a year, not counting interest, it's going to take you 10 plus years to pay that off, right?
No, I'm talking about to like work up so you don't have to take a loan.
I mean, there's options, there's scholarships, there's academic scholarships as well as scholarships, there's grants, which don't have to be repaid, but student loans, of course, do. And they're, student loans is one debt that if you would file bankruptcy, not that that's an easy alternative, student loan debts are not forgiven in a bankruptcy situation. The only way they're forgiven is if you pass away. Right. I don't know if you've been with the coronavirus stuff. If you've watched, if you listen to some of the coronavirus, it's suspended the accrual of interest on
short
loan debts. I'm not sure what the time frame is. I think 3 months was the initial, but I can't recall. But at least temporarily, it's the interest accruing on it is suspended. If you've got $200,000 in student loan, and you've got a 5% interest rate, that thing's accruing $10,000 a year just in interest rates. So just the interest on a loan is going to cost you in the neighborhood of $900 a month. So it's not a great way to go. You guys that are juniors, and particularly also your seniors, I'm sure Ms. Metcalf's probably told you there's scholarship money that's left on the table every year that's not pursued. You know, a lot of them are little ones like $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 from various small groups and entities, but it's not pursued. One of the suggestions he has is to almost make pursuing scholarships a full-time job. Where I'm gonna blast out 10 or 15 emails or letters, potential scholarships every day, and if you send out 200 or 300 of them, and you win 3 or 4%, 3 or 4% of them, that'd be 12 to 15 scholarships. Average $1,000, that's $15,000. So the money's is not necessary. It can definitely help you with the cost of college. Other comments? All right, so what I want you to do, let me come over here. All right. So I want you to, between now and Thursday when we meet again, go to this website, www.foundationsu.com. We've used that before in the computer lab. If you just type in Foundations U in your Google search and click on the college button, and then on the headers across the top, hit tools, all right? And then look for one of the tools it's called on-campus versus off-campus living, all right? On-campus versus off-campus living. And it's got actual data that's fairly current to compare what it costs to live on campus versus off campus. So if you look, there's 4 schools I want you to compare on, right?
Coach.
Yes, sir.
Can you let Jonah back in? He got.
Can you let the midget back in?
He told me to tell you that.
Also, what is
I might regret this, but here it is.
What's the header say?
The header is look for under the header, look for tools, all right? And then it'll give you various tools that are on that website. On mine, it was up in the upper right. Look for the on-campus versus off-campus living. And then you're gonna have to jot this down with a pen or a pencil, all right? There's 4 schools I want you to look at. The first one, and it's, jot this down because you're gonna have to plug this stuff into this website.
Sir, can you get the computer down so we can see it?
What do we have to write down?
The states and stuff.
Neighbors, chill.
I want you to, you're gonna have to grab a piece of leaf paper, everything in this red box, okay?
You can't see all that.
You got everyone back a little bit, coach.
Mr. Dugan, did you get up on the wrong side of the bed today?
Oh! was
So,
gonna say.
under state, city, and you're gonna need all this on-campus room and board. So Florida, Gainesville, which is actually the University of Florida.
Yes, sir.
And what the on-campus housing cost right now is for room and board is $9,370. And for Michigan is the state, you're gonna need this. City is Detroit, and the on-campus housing there is $97.52. And then I want you to do two.
My pen's broke.
All right, you know what these are, Charlottesville and Blacksburg? There's the costs. And you're gonna tell me which is more affordable, the on-campus versus the off-campus.
What is this, homework or something?
Yes, sir.
How do what is so? Can you explain it again? I'm confused.
Yeah, I can't
yell.
Okay.
Put the camera down. I can't see the
Yeah.
left.
Go to www.foundationsu.com. Okay. Click on the college. There's high school, college, and not sure what else. Click on college, and then under tools, there's a header over there called tools, and it'll give you 5 or 6 different things to choose from. One of them is called on-campus versus off-campus living. All right.
Yeah.
And then there's 4 calculations I want you to do. These 4 schools.
We can't see all
To
4.
Florida, 2 is University of Michigan, UVA, and Virginia Tech. If you want to do some
I can't see all of them.
better,
No, sir. I can't see the prices.
Yes, man.
see the prices.
There we go, sir.
There we go. Is that better?
Sick.
I just got a little small screen that's 1 inch by 1 inch, so I can't tell exactly what you guys are seeing.
So you're doing good.
I have to pin the video to see everything. Jeez.
How do you pin the video?
You just click on his 3 little dots on top of his camera.
Just hit, yeah, you can do that or hit his thing.
Everybody good?
No.
What you need?
I'm writing down everything. I pinned it.
So just you can do all this on a loose leaf paper, and since Blackbaud's down, just take a picture of it, or if you've got one of the scan apps on your phone, scan it, shoot it to my email before we meet again on Thursday.
So what do we have to do? We just have to say which ones.
Yeah, you're gonna need this to plug into this tool of on-campus versus off-campus costs. So like even if you're in colleges right now, you can get an idea of what it's going to cost you to live on campus versus off campus, which, you know, if you're starting to shop colleges right now as juniors, or you've probably already committed as seniors, it's got actual data from these different localities. And
we're just writing the stuff it tells us on shoot
yeah,
it
me,
loose leaf.
this is what it costs for on campus. You're going to tell me what it costs for off campus and which one of them is more affordable. So you got how much it costs for off campus for each one of these, and tell me which one of these. So just make a little table like this, and just here.
Say which one's more affordable.
Yeah, then just okay. So this is on campus. So just make another column off campus, and when you plug this information in there, it'll be very obvious. You got to plug it. It's going to ask you for the state. It's going to ask you for the city, and then you type in what the on-campus cost is, and it's going to tell you what the off-campus cost is, and then whichever one's cheaper, whichever one's the better deal, just start or circle it. So one's the
sounds
better
good.
When's it due?
Next time.
Have it to me before we start class on Thursday.
That's all we do.
Discuss class on Thursday.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
You move
Is that
it
what
down
they
to
need?
the chart.
That's all we do.
Whoever just said it was too garbled to understand. Say it again.
Is that all we do?
That's all you got to do.
All right.
All right.
This is due on Thursday, right?
Just get it to me before Thursday. Just shoot it to me as an email.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Wait, sir.
Hey.
Sir, what are the 4 colleges?
Well, you don't need to know the college, but the Florida Gainesville is University of Florida. The Michigan, Detroit is University of Michigan. Of course, the Virginia, Charlottesville is UVA. If the Virginia, Blacksburg's Virginia Tech. I mean, if some of you guys are going to VMI, well, of course, you don't have a choice on campus versus off campus, but or if you're going to JMU or Roanoke College or Lynchburg College or any of these others, you can kind of do a little cost comparison and see, your parents may want to see that if they're flipping the bill for most of this stuff.
What's Michigan's on campus? How much does it cost?
$9,752.
Okay.
52. Everybody got what they need?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see, Mr. Whitfield, you needed the password for the Foundations Digital. It is.
Wait 1 second. So, all right, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's right here on the screen. It should be right there. Hopefully you can see it. It's 94 lowercase EAF6. There's about 7 of you that didn't register for the Foundations Digital. That way I can shoot you the videos or I can give you access to the videos and maybe we don't have to watch them in class.
Mr. Gaffney.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Mr. Gaffney.
Yes, sir.
After the Zoom, can you check if I'm in it and can you email me?
I can tell you right now if you were there. Let's see.
BBB.
Drop fire.
You've already registered.
All right, I'm good.
2 weeks ago. So it's all stuff. All right. Make sure, I guess you guys that are juniors are coming in tomorrow to get your stuff out of the lockers. Make sure you have your book because we'll move on to section 3 on Thursday and probably do both videos for that on Thursday, which is more of how to get out of college without being in debt.
Sir, would you like me and Jeb to come by and say hi?
Come by physically? Yeah, as long as we don't get closer than 6 feet.
All right, we can hug from 6 feet away.
Go ahead, Mr. Gaffney.
Hey, Mr. how many teachers
I'm in the high risk group. I'm in the high risk group. I'm old. So
So you might have to go to Bald Head Island soon to get away from everyone.
Love to.
Sir, how many teachers are
It's a good time for it.
They've restricted the ferries and the ferry passengers, and most of the businesses there have closed down because there's so few people there. So anyway, other
next week
questions.
How many
other productive questions
right now?
Make sure you check in with office hours one day this week in addition to the 2 classes.
Start slamming.
What time is office hours again? 10 to 11?
2 to 2:30, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 10 on Friday.
I'm coming in at 2 today to get my points.
All right.
Oh, we got to come to the school?
No, you have to
bruh.
join, buddy.
It's the same link.
me up.
Let's see it. Let's see
Same
it.
link that you used to come into this class today. Exact same link.
All right, sir. I signed in.
All right. Other questions I can answer?
I'm good, sir. Have a good one and be safe.
Right now, sir.
Okay,
I love you, Jeb.
everybody swing by Mr. Dugan's house and give him a hug. He needs a hug.
Again.
Why do you look like that?
Take him a Happy Meal. Maybe a Happy Meal would work.
Oh.
All right.
Whoa.
All right. Any questions before
Where'd he go?
It's not even in it.
I've got an algebra 2 class that begins here in
Let's go, sir.
minutes.
Hey,
Let's
let's
go,
go, sir.
Last
All
class
right,
of the day,
Coach.
feels
Love
pretty
you.
good.
Let's call for questions.
Sir, one question.
Yes, sir.
I emailed you yesterday my my paper at like 10, and I attached like a little message asking if you got it, if I could get a confirmation back. I didn't get one back, so I'm guessing you didn't get it.
Hold on 1 second. I got a couple of them this morning. Hold on.
Because my email's been messing up lately.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
No, as of this morning, the only 2 I had was Mr. Hunt's and Mr. Dunleavy's.
Okay, because my Gmail's been messing up. I'll send it again off a different Gmail.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. You're welcome.
Hi, Suki. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Say what?
Sir, what am I missing?
Mr. Yo. You didn't do anything last week, but here you go. Yeah, you need to get on the digital site and sign up.
I'm on that. I just did that.
All right. Did you submit your 2 quizzes?
Yes, sir. I emailed them to you.
You emailed them to me?
Yes, sir. Because of Blackball.
Andy, would it be much to ask to send them to me again? Because I don't have them.
Yes, sir.
I put them in Dropbox, and I haven't been able to get Dropbox since last Wednesday. And then the Flexi quiz from last week. And you're going to have the Flexi quiz link is long, lengthy, so you're going to have. Well, you can't even do that because it's in announcements.
I can copy. I can probably copy it and paste it into.
Or if you send me an email, I can maybe copy and paste the link back to you, but it's about 40 characters long.
Okay.
I can't put it on the board. I'm sure I'd make a typo.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget, if you haven't sent me the draft or the 3 or 4 paragraph paper on last Thursday night's live stream on that message of hope.
Okay. I sent that to you, but I'll send it again.
Did you put that in Dropbox or?
Yeah.
Dropbox?
Yes, sir.
I haven't been able to get into Dropbox since Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's there, hopefully when we get that back, I'll get it.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Mr. Gabney, can you
All right,
see
thank
me
you,
on
sir.
my email?
Say it again, Mr.
I sent you the essay.
By email?
Yes.
How long ago?
Maybe like an hour or so.
Oh, yeah. Then hopefully it's there. I'll let you know on Thursday for sure. Okay? Because I did check emails, about 11 o'clock, but then I was prepping for this in my next class.
All right.
So I'll let you know on Thursday if it's not in there.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Mr. Walden, you still lurking there? You may need to unmute if you're trying to talk. Bottom left corner.
Oh, I didn't even know I was muted.
Yeah. Mr. Walden, I need you to go online and sign up for the digital platform. Did you submit those 2 quizzes from like 2 weeks ago? False?
I still need to.
If otherwise, there's zeros.
All right.
And then there's a Flexi quiz from last week. I don't have anything. And don't forget about the paper from the Message of Hope.
All right.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I'm going to sign off because I've got to go prep for the class I got at 1. All right? If you got any questions, you can ask me Thursday or actually tomorrow at Stats or an office.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye.